Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie, and I'm a full-time Elliott Wave trader in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be a update on Bitcoin. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the way that I see the market. So we've had a lot of weekend choppiness. Hopefully when CME opens, we'll get some clarity here and some movement. We are closing a weekly candle, assuming, and we probably will close it pretty close to what we have right now, which it's a beautiful candle. And the less wick at the top, the more bullish the candle. On the TDI, we are in the bullish resistance zone again with this leg. And we are printing a bearish divergence here. Keep that in mind. Do we have to make it to the other side of the band? No, we do not. We have not made it to the other side of the band many, many times. So what we need to do is continue this leg and push through this resistance and get on the other side of it if we want to continue this and break the all-time high. Market Liberator, not really. It's kind of neutral. There's not really a lot to say about the Market Liberator on the weekly time frame. Moving down to the 3-day. The 3-day, the VWAP is very high here, which means that it will start moving to the downside. But as it moves to the downside towards zero, we can continue upwards, which is a natural, that until we past zero mark, the zero line, we usually don't see red candles. We also have a bearish divergence on the 3-day, but we have 2 days and 5 hours left of this 3-day candle, so this is not confirmed. Moving down to the daily. We are printing a sell signal on the Market Liberator, and the VWAP is sitting right on zero. As you can see, every time it crossed the zero line, that it is the yellow line that I'm looking at here. Every time it crossed the zero line is when we got red candles. Here, cross the zero line, red candles. Let's see, here, cross the zero line, red candles. So keep that in mind. We are sitting right on zero. If CME opens and pushes us to the upside, it'll just turn it around. But as it stands right now, we do have a sell signal on the Market Liberator. Okay, let's talk about some counts. Now, I've spent, I don't know how many hours today, again, digging into this bottom down here, because that's just the type of person I am. When something is bugging the back crap out of me, I'm just going to dig into it till I figure it out, and it's still, I see the bull scenario and I see bear scenario, so there's always both. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the count I have right here. So the count I have right here is assuming that we made a 3-wave down. Whether you want to pull your A wave from over here and make it like this, that's fine too. It doesn't matter. It's assuming that we have a 3-wave to the upside. That is an A wave. We have a 3 wave to the downside that is a B wave. And what's going to happen here is we're going to have to truncate. We're going to have to truncate pretty much right where we're at, not break through this resistance and print a C. Now, those of you that know Elliott Wave, obviously that would be a flat. And you're probably thinking to yourself, no way, Carrie, that's not a flat. Well, let's talk about it for a second. Traditional Elliott Wave, everything you read on the internet, wants your B to come 90% of your A. I can tell you in crypto, in the Forex markets, I am seeing flats, and I have seen flats for many years that don't come 90%. They print a 3 wave, and then a C wave. With that being said, it's possible. Am I particularly leaning this way? I'm honestly not leaning any which way right now. I'm not. So let's talk about if this is the count. If this is the count, it would be an A here, a B here, or a W, and an X. And then at that point, we would come down in either 3 or 5. If it's 5, it's a C. If it's 3, it's a Y. So this is one potential count, and like I say in all my videos, we do have a chance to print a higher low, which would be very bullish. And at that point, the market would have a chance to take off in 5 waves. And 5 waves is what we need. So that is one option. What is another option? Well, let's talk about the zigzag that everybody's worried about. The zigzag would have to mean that we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And it's an A wave. Now, if we break through this resistance and get on top of it, you can throw that zigzag right off the table. The only way that that zigzag can happen is if we do make this 3 wave move like this and it truncates. It cannot get through this resistance, and it definitely cannot break this all-time high. That's what has to happen. And then we would come down in 5 waves that could not break this low, or it could come very deep. But again, we don't have very much room to go here. And if we get above this resistance, you can wipe that one right off the table, all completely off. And the chances really of that one are getting slimmer and slimmer. What else? Well, there's an option that we have the A or the W down at the bottom here in a 3 wave move. What we've done here is created a 3 wave for a W, 3 wave for an X, and now this is the first leg of a 3 wave move to the upside for a Y. Now, let's talk about breaking this all-time high. Two things to think about. One, there's probably a lot of people that are trapped up here. And they've been trapped all this time. Okay? And now we are getting very close to where they were. So there's trapped people that have been waiting all this time to get out of their trapped positions that are most likely probably are going to sell. And there's also short sellers sitting up here. So keep that in mind that when we get close to this all-time high, that we're probably going to have a little trouble getting through it. It's probably going to be choppy because of all the people and the indecision that's going to go on up here. But once we get above it, if we go up correctively, and we do hit that expanded B pocket that I talk about, if we do come down, it's going to take everybody by surprise that that's going to happen. So we really need to watch the way this comes up. If we come up and then we make a deep, a correction for a B wave, this is going to be difficult to distinguish what exactly is going on here, because this is going to look just like a 1 and a 2 and a 3 going to the upside. And unless you're a experienced Elliott Wave trader, you're not going to know which one it is. So just keep that in mind about that expanded B. And I would definitely update before then. What else? Well, if we stop right here, we also have the option of the triangle. It's still on the table. But we would have to stop here. Another little hit to the high, maybe. Okay? So, but breaking through this resistance and getting above it, you can wipe the triangle off the table also. And that would have the count of, you could put your A here, B, C, D, E, and then we would go. So which way am I leaning? Well, let's talk about the bull scenario because I haven't talked about that yet. And like I said, not a lot has changed, guys. So I'm really just going over things I've already talked about before. So bull scenario is assuming that we had an ABC that ended here or here. Somehow we ended here or we ended here. We've made a 5-wave move for a leading diagonal. We have made a 3-wave pullback. And we are on our way to Mega Bull. And if this is the case, we are looking at a wave 3 This is with no overextensions. No overextended waves at all. We're looking at a wave 3 at 95, wave 4 somewhere in there, and a wave 5 at 134. If this is a wave 1. So there's one more thing that I thought about today. And it would be like this, that this is actually a 1, which I hate it, but it is. This is a 2. This is a 3. This is a 4. And what we're doing is creating a 5 that is not going to break the high by much. And that's going to be the 5th wave. This is possible, guys. This is very possible that this could be true. So basically, it would be 1, 2. This wave completing would be 3. Where'd my 4 go? Oh. 4 would be, we'd get another 4. And then the 5 would complete right here at 63,748, and we would double top. It's something to think about. It's definitely something to think about. Okay? And this would kind of make sense in a lot of ways with us still having these gaps here. But what I think would happen at that point is this would be a 3. This would be 4. This would be a higher degree 3. And we'd come into this zone again for a higher degree 4. That's totally possible that we could do that. And then go up for a bigger 5th wave. Okay? So those are our options. I know it's a lot of options and a lot of what ifs, but the market has not been kind lately and giving us clarity. This bottom bugs me to death. This can be interpreted so many ways, and there's still a lot of options on the table. It's just the way it is. So when we don't know for 100% sure, always go back to the basics. And what are they? Support, resistance, divergence. Okay. We come down, we print bullish divergence, continuation divergence. There you go. We're continuing. We print reversal divergence. Pay attention. We could be reversing. So when I'm unsure of which way 100% this market's going to go, on the higher time frames like this, which I can usually tell by the lower time frames, I go back to the basics. I go down to the 1 hour and I pay attention here. This is just printing a bunch of complex corrections right now. Nothing is, it's all corrective land. But think it's on the 4 hour. Yeah. On the 4 hour, we have this upwards movement at the bottom. And we have, what was I going to say? Yeah, okay. We have a straight across. That's bullish divergence. Okay. There's a good chance that when CME opens here, maybe we drop and then we go. So pay attention here to the 4 hour. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments And if you're not following me on Instagram, do so. That's where I post most of my updates. And if you're interested in my educational Discord, the link is in the description below. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day.